I don't know why I'm hung up on this mortality thing. I don't know why. I think it's because like I had a near-death experience like not too long ago. I almost died. I went running, and I hadn't done it in a while. You know, and it was scary. It was touch and go, as far as I could tell. It was very close to death. Like, I don't know what you do, but like, I don't exercise that much. I may look like I'm in shape, but I'm not really. I go through long periods of time where I don't exercise at all, and it takes a lot to get me to exercise. I don't know your life or what happens with you, but with me, the exercise thing is like, it's like 3 phases that have to happen before I actually exercise. Like, phase 1, usually is just me sitting at home, alone, doing nothing, and out of nowhere, I just look down, and I go, oh, fuck me! God damn, what the fuck is wrong with me? God damn it, why can't I just exercise? It's bullshit. Like, I gotta get back in shape. I gotta get back in shape. Then some part of your brain is like, what do you mean back? Like, somewhere in my mind, I think that, like, there was a period in time where I was hitting the gym like 3-4 times a week. I was running, hitting weights, so I was a little ripped. But in reality, I don't think that time ever happened. I don't think it ever existed. I think it's a mythology I've created for myself to judge myself against when I want to, hate myself because I have a little bit of time on my hands. So that doesn't always get me out. And then there's the next phase, which is you wake up and you're like, the only way I'm going to do it is if I get some new shoes. I got to get new shoes. Those shoes don't even work anymore. I got to get new shoes. You got to get the magic shoes. There's no magic shoes. There's no shoes that wake you up because they put themselves on your feet and started the process. Hey, what's going on? Wait, pants. We need pants. So you get the shoes, you put them in the closet, and you see them when you get your other shoes. And they're sort of like, are we doing it? And you're like, shut the fuck up. We'll do it when I want to do it. That's how I talk to my sneakers. I don't know who you are, your life is. But the way it has to happen, the way it happens to exercise really is like you have to be seized by the need to do it in a moment. Like the spirit has to move you. You just sort of like, I gotta go, I gotta do it now. And you do have to do it right then because that's your portal. That's your window back into doing it. You gotta do it when that hits you. And it hit me. It was 2:30 in the afternoon and it was 102 degrees outside. Now I hadn't run in like 2 years. I didn't let that stop me. I'm like, I can do it. I can do it. I can run. So I put on my magic shoes and I grabbed my driver's license for easy tagging. I don't know about you, but I always take the driver's license. I got my iPhone. I'll get outside. I'm like, oh shit, I better get the license if I go down. Because they're not going to crack an iPhone for a terrorist cell. They're not going to do it for a mid-level celebrity dead on a hill. Better take the driver's license. So I'm out there running the hills. I'm doing hills. I haven't been out there. I don't even notice how hot it is because it's so hot. Like sweat's not even building up. And I get about 10 minutes in. All of a sudden, like my hands go numb, and I'm like, "What's happening?" And then all of a sudden, I can't feel my arms, and I'm like, "This isn't good." And then my heart starts going, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" I had to take a knee. Outdoors and appeal to a God that I don't have. And say, this doesn't happen here. This doesn't happen outside. It's an indoor thing and it's quick. Not outside. In a bathtub, in my sleep, something like that. Not out here. And I was sitting there, I was like, how many men's last words are, I got this? You know what I mean? What was I doing out there? Dumb pride, you know? And then I got up, like I had this fear, like that I would be found just laying there outdoors, like some hipster couple with their dumb dog. Would just find me laying there and they'd be like, he did not have it today. Oh, look, it's like the first day out for those shoes, though. Look at those shoes. Come on, buddy, just stay away from them. It's not polite. It didn't happen, and I tell you what, I got up and I walked it off. That's how stubborn I am. I'm like, I got up and I still did. I didn't run, but I did the entire route, and then I called the doctor. Next day, I called the doctor because I'm 53 and I should call the doctor when that happens. And they set me up with the cardiologist. So I go to the cardiologist. You know, when you go to the doctor, you kind of want something to be wrong with you. Like, not a major thing, but enough to not make you a fucking lunatic. So I go to the cardiologist. And, you know, I don't get it, man. They can put people in space. We can take money out around the world. They make all these developments. They can clone things. But they can't get a handle on this vessel. This is a closed system, confounding for some reason. Cannot figure it out. Right? Isn't it crazy? So I go to this doctor. They do all the tests. They do a stress test, cardiogram, blood test. They do an ultrasound of my heart. And it's a girl. You know, sometimes you don't want to know, but, you know, I kind of knew. I think a lot of you knew. So you do all these fucking tests, and then the doctor comes out and he's like, yeah, you're great. You're in perfect shape. No problems. Perfectly fit. Everything, all the tests are good. And I'm like, what? What does that mean? It's like, you're healthy. And I'm like, well, what happened out there on the hill? When my hands went numb, my arm went numb, and my heart was skipping. What was that about? And a doctor, a real doctor, looked at me and said, who knows? Shouldn't you know? Look, we'll see if it happens again. Let me know. No, I'm going to call you before I go running, and you can come to my house and follow me in your car. How would that be? Who knows? I shouldn't have told my mom about it. Yes, I'm doing what I can, people. I'm a 56-year-old man, just trying to stay woke, you know. Yep, I am of the generation that needed waking, for sure. I think I'm about 85% woke, and the other 15 I keep to myself. Which is actually being woke. Is putting that voice in your head that goes, hey, you know, don't say that. Maybe don't say that. Good call. Thanks for getting my back. It's a close one. I mean, look, if you were to ask me if I was a feminist, I would say, of course, but, you know, I have my days. I mean, I'm a guy. I'm a man. I've been a man all my life. Before that, I was a boy. And if you're a man, look, let's be honest. You probably heard yourself or some other dude that you know at some point in time say this. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Fuck women. Now, the question is, does that guy hate women? I don't know. Let's break it down. This is just my experience. Let's break it down. So fuck all of them? All right, you're right. Just the last 3 I dated, right? Fucking bitches. So just 3. You know what? Just Michelle, really. Fucking bitch. Broke my heart, took my shit. Fuck Michelle. So just 1 woman. Yeah, and it was kind of my fault. And I think that's a pretty good working definition of woke. It was kind of my fault. And where you go from there will determine how woke you stay. But that's the beginning of it. You could go either way. It's a rough crossroads. And I think one of the biggest problems men have is that they have a dick. Most men have dicks. If you're a man, you don't have a dick, I hope it was a choice and not an accident. Dicks are a problem, and I think this is sort of the TED Talk portion of my show. I think I'll call it the history of my dick, and it's meant to be helpful. Trying to help men be respectful, empathetic, and care in the proper way with boundaries about women. And, well, dicks are, you know, it's a problem. It's an obstacle. Like, do you remember the first time you came? I'm putting this out there to the men. It's a big day. It's a life-changing day. A lot of times it doesn't even involve sexual thoughts. It just sort of happens for some reason, usually like when you're 8 or 9 or 10. Like for me, it involved a bath faucet with running water, and I stuck my dick in it. And I was 9, and I knew something was going to happen. I wasn't sure what it was, but it felt pretty big. And I could have been bad, it could have been good, but I stuck with it. Turned out to be fucking amazing. And life changer. Really a great day. And honestly, I fucked that faucet for a year and a half. Now, I'm trying to be honest and open. I'll get to the point of this. Then at some point, someone tells you what that feeling is. Maybe you got a kid who has an older brother, or somebody finds a porno magazine, or you find your parents' copy of A Joyous Sex hidden in a mattress, and you can look at fairly realistic renditions of hippies fucking. And once someone informs you that that feeling comes from putting your penis into a vagina, that just fucking changes your entire neural pathway issue. And it's sort of all you think about is putting your penis in a vagina from age 13 to like this morning. This is truth. It's all you fucking think about because it's amazing. Like, you know, I was sort of surprised when I learned about it, you know, because there was part of me that was like, when I was told about the vagina, I was like, really, it's not water? You know, like, so like, and it honestly seemed much more complicated, which I believe it to this day is true. But once you know, man, it's all, you just want to be in the vagina. And that's the problem, you know, especially for my generation of men, I think, because I really think that a lot of us didn't really realize in a deep way that women had hopes or dreams or supportive friends, family, things they wanted to do. Those were really just hurdles, you know, to try to put it in the vagina. Just wanted to put it in the vagina. So, like, the way I'm going to try to help is, like, I think a lot of men have the vagina too far up front in their head still, and I think that's not really acceptable, and I think it's at the core of a lot of disrespect. I mean, you know, if you have vagina way up front, you know, women know now it's not good. It's not a good look. It's not a good way to be. Like, you know, you don't have to hug Vicky every day at work. She knows what's up. It's awkward. You know, the weird rubbing the back thing in the break room. What is that? That's not sociable. It's fucking creepy, you know? I would just stop it. You got to move vagina back. Because women can see it now. Vagina's right there. It's, you know, it's disrespectful. It's insensitive. Move it back a few. Maybe, you know, 3 to 5 spaces in your brain. Just move it back, you know. Maybe 3. Maybe like, I don't know. Just like, hey, how's it going? Are you okay? Vagina. You know, like maybe 3's good. I don't know. I'm just trying to help out. 3 to 5, I think. Fill the gap with niceness and, you know, and empathy. It's hard for men to empathize for women because we're not women, and we have to, you know, listen and, you know, just, you can do it. You can do it. But don't be overly crazy. You know, like I've actually found myself occasionally asking for consent in my masturbation fantasies, which I think is too much. Where I'm literally like, are you sure you want to fuck? And she's like, yeah, you're making this up. Yeah, I want to fuck. Just checking. You want to fuck? Yeah, I want to fuck you bad. Okay, I'm just checking. You know, we're on the same page. Weird time now, you know, and I did just see you at Whole Foods for like 30 seconds, so I don't think it's an inappropriate question. Yeah, just fuck me already. So we're fucking, and it's going great. I'm making it up. It's awesome. It's fucking amazing. Totally connected, symbiotic, fucking in it. Just beautiful. And in the middle of it, she just, you know, pushes me off her and says, get off of me. You're freaking me out. And I'm like, what's happening? She's like, I don't feel safe. You're creepy now. Holy shit. What is happening? And then she's getting dressed fast, and she's about to tweet something. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Not an unreasonable question. But the deeper question is, why am I still jerking off to that? You know, like I had complete control over that fantasy, and it got away from me because of my own fear. And I finished by myself, jerking off to me, jerking off, crying that my career would be ruined. So I'm just saying, you know, don't go crazy. You know, just be nice. You know, that's the message. Look, you guys, I'll share some other tips with you. Like, you know, I was talking about being terrified all the time, and I think